Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? It is a beautiful, sunshiny day, and I hope you're ready to get this day started. I know I am. It's going to be a great, amazing day. So please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Don't forget we have the podcast everywhere podcasts are found so that you can listen to them on Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora. We are everywhere you want. We're everywhere you want to be. So please make sure you do that. And let me grab some more information because sometimes I forget to post the links to things like to purchase the books, to do that kind of thing. So let me do that this morning so that you can have it. So if you guys are ready to get this morning started, please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Good morning, Miss Veronica. How you doing? So, welcome, y'all. This is our third Fearless Morning Show Saturday edition. Last week, we were in good old Florida, chilling in the sun. So, we won't always. I will always ask you guys if you want to do the Saturday edition of the morning show. And if you do, then I will be here. And this is just like a quick overview for those who could not catch it during the week. And at some point, I'm going to work on with this software so I can, if people want to join in, I can allow them without having to go through Facebook. So there's that. So if you share, please tag me so I can properly tell you thank you. But let's get right into it. So yesterday's show was really good, but let's go back to Monday. I started off Monday kind of heavy. Good morning, Miss Love. Good morning. And let me know, would y'all be interested in a Fearless Morning Show notebook? So it would have, of course, it say Fearless Morning Show, but it would have the thought of the day and the quote of the day so you could take your own notes. If y'all interested in that, let a sister know because I've been working on some things. So that if people are interested. And what I'm going to do now is put some links in right fast. This is, if you missed our 14-day self-love challenge, this is something that we did as well. And if you would like don't forget, okay, let me talk about this too. That's the wrong thing. The Sister Rise Retreat is coming up in October. So if you are interested in attending that, please send me a message so that I can give you the information on how you can pay for that, prepay, because I just secured the location. And so we are excited about that. So let me know if you're interested in it. Here's the 14-day self-love challenge. But if you're interested in definitely the Fearless Morning Show notebook, let me know. And then here's where you can purchase. So I am doing a book club coming up. I think it's today. And if you're interested in joining the book club, let me know. It is with Miss Kimberly Jackson, and she is hosting it. And so I'm giving out some goodies for free for the ladies inside of the book club. So they'll be reading my book one, and it will be, I think we're going to do a series of it. So they're going to do chapter by chapter. And I'm going to be answering their questions and give them some free stuff. So I got that out the way. But let me know if you're interested in the Phyllis Morning Show book notebook that has the quote of the day, the thought of the day, so you can have that. So on Monday, we started the week out heavy, right? Monday, the quote of the day, and this came from the book, The Awakened Woman. When we hope that we have to have a strong and sturdy root and confidence in order to move forward, and that is the definition of true freedom. And I love the book, The Awakened Woman. Let me grab it for you so you guys can see it. And here's another one of my books in case y'all. This one is called Mommy and Mental Health. I co-authored that book. And it talks about mental health as a mother and how that's really, really important. You can find that on Amazon as well. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that, but this is The Awakened Woman. And it's by Dr. Trent. It is an amazing book if you would love to read it. So it's really, really good. So here's the quote of the day for Monday. When we forget that what we can accomplish by holding the hands of other women, we can lose our sense of purpose, and that is our power. So it's Women's Month, and we are to hold hands with each other, because if we don't, that's how we lose our power. So Monday, the thought of the day was your fear sees you exactly how you are, meaning whatever you're afraid of, that's how you see yourself. And I got that concept from, I forgot who said it, but what he said was, if you always say you're broke, then you see yourself as broken. If you always say you can't, you never see yourself as someone who can do or achieve anything. And freedom is the recognition of truth. And we talked about what is confusion, and please go back and watch Monday's show because I go way more in depth. Confusion is a mental and emotional response to the failure to admit what we really want, because we're afraid we will not get it. And then our brain will shut down. And your brain will not shut down if you decide what you really want. And so this is where confusion and stress lives right there, because so many times you're afraid to say what you really want. And so you don't say it, and it causes confusion. And so your brain doesn't know what to do. So it's always going to go with what's comfortable and what it knows. And what it knows is that you're lack or you don't like to do that. It will never automatically choose something that it doesn't know, because your brain wants to keep you safe. So when you're confused, it's because you're not willing to admit of what it is that you really want. Just say what it is that you really want. Be clear about that. If you're not, your brain shuts down and it stops working. And true freedom is the recognition of truth of what you want. And we did the square up exercise. Okay, so grab a piece of paper. Honey, we got some paper right here. Let's grab a pen, because this is Saturday morning show. Square it up. Can y'all see that? Square it up. And what does it look like when I don't know? What does my life look like when I don't know what I want? Mental, emotional, physical, financially. Flip it over, square it up again. What will my life look like if I ask for the things that I wanted? And list those out. Friend, it will hurt your feelings. However, with it hurting your feelings, you will come to an understanding real fast of what it is that you need to ask for, what it is that you want to know. I know, Grand Rising, Miss Carrie, honey, you've been living your whole best life, and you better save me a slice of that pound cake. I don't know who baked it, but I want a piece of it. So list out. Nobody is looking at this piece of paper but you. Today, can we list out that thing that we really, really want? That scary, oh my God, Jesus is right in my hand kind of thing. Can we do that today? And then once you write it out, just listen. I have tons of journals over here, and I've given some away. Your mama's setting you up, girl. I have tons of journals, and if somebody would like one, I can give one away free today. I got a journal to give away. The first person to say, I want it, send me your address, is yours. Honey, write out what it is that you really want. Stick it in your journal, right? Go on about your business. Use this journal to write down all your little thoughts, whatever. I promise what happens when you write down what you really want, your brain takes a snapshot of it and it will work to make it happen because it assumes that's what you want. Okay. And the confusion comes when you're like, but I really want to do this, but I don't know. Okay. And if you're not consistent, your brain will shut down and it will go with what it always knows. Mental, emotional, physical, and financial. Veronica. And I do it with that. And I do it with all my ships: relationship, friendship, religion, ship. I do it all the ships too. Family, ship. I do it with all of those. And what does my fear look like? Or what am I doing in those things? And then flip it over. If I was free of those things, what would my life look like? So that's called the square up exercise. So on Tuesday, the quote of the day, and this is Women's Month. So all the quotes are coming from women. I'm giving y'all my this quote comes from Lioness Arising. If we remain silent in the face of oppression and injustice, we run the risk that one day it will overtake us. And that's in this book, Lioness Arising. If you are quiet about the oppression and injustice, we run the risk of it one day overtaking us. You have to find out where your voice is strong at. Okay, that's up to you, whether it is talking to your family, leading your neighborhood, at your job, breaking that ceiling, whatever it is our job not to remain silent in the face of it. If we do, it will overtake us, and it has. And I think we're finally realizing that, honey, and we're getting all our power back. So Tuesday's thought of the day was, I told you so. And we're so used to somebody telling us what to do that it's often difficult for us to figure it out for ourselves, right? And meaning I told you so. Remember, the exercise was to watch TV. And how many times did they tell you about the illness you were going to have and the medicine you were going to need when you got that illness? Do you have back pain? Do you suffer from migraines? Do you have period problems? Do you have fibroids? Is your A1C high? Do you suffer from cardiac arrest? Like, do you have emphysema? They're telling you, they told you what was wrong with you. And then they're reminding you of the medicine that you're going to need when you get sick. And you listen to that every day, all day. And honey, your brain keeps a running tab of the things that it needs. So when you get sick, because it just told you you would, you're going to be like, that Lynn says, I need that. That high blood pressure medicine, that's what I need. I seen that on TV. So I told you so. And how many of us, and your mama said, I told you so. I told you if you went and did this, and I told you if you did that. How many of us have been told so many things that we don't really know? And this is where confusion sits in. That's why it's difficult for us to figure out, Jojo, what it is that you like. I don't know, because somebody had been telling me for so long that don't do this and you should do that and you don't do that. And so when you try to figure it out, friend, confusion is going to sit right there at that crossroads, because confusion is your emotional and mental response to not making a decision about what it is or not admitting what you really want. So you're scared to admit, you don't like nobody telling you what to do, but you don't know what to do. Confusion, brain shuts down, you go with familiar. That's how you can stay in the same religion that your great-great-grandma was in and you don't agree with it. That's how you can stay married to somebody, because grandma stayed married 30 years, bless her heart, and she hated it. That's how you see how that works? So the key is to keep staring up, keep looking, keep thinking, keep feeling, keep growing. What is it that you know? You know something. Keep moving towards that. And we all want to be different, but we can't accept different. Meaning, I want what she has, or I want to be like that, or I aspire to that, but we don't want to feel the difference of what that is. And here's a quote from JoJo. do you assume that your thoughts are not good enough? Is that why you're not thinking that thought? Good morning, Joshua. Do you assume that your thoughts are not good enough? Is that why you're thinking that thought? Period. So I told you so was Tuesday's thought of the day, and I hope it helped somebody. It helped me. Wednesday, we had 2 quotes. A woman with a voice is by definition a strong woman. Elegance is when the inside is as beautiful as the outside. Those are our 2 quotes of the day. And remember, if I do have one journal to give away, so if somebody will, whoever's interested, send me a message and I'll send it. I will mail it out to you today. So the quote of the day, we had 2. A woman with a voice is by definition a strong woman. And elegance is when the inside is as beautiful as the outside. And the thought of the day was that Wednesday? For Wednesday, and Joshua provided music for us every day. He gave us a song of the day. It's just my imagination. Stop fighting the present. Yes, I love that word too. I love that word because when this changes, the inside, the outside automatically follows. You can't do one without the other. Like it's not possible to not have one without the other. So stop fighting the present. You may not know exactly what your new reality will look like because you've never seen it before. And you only have a vision for what you currently know right now. And it is okay that it blows your mind to think of something different, of a different thing that you want to achieve. It's okay that it blows your mind. You can't comprehend it. That it doesn't negate the fact that you're working for it. Okay. It just means it's outside of your scope of your imagination. It does not mean that you don't write it down. It does not mean that you don't work it out. It does not mean that you don't take baby steps to it. Stop fighting the present. Allow the current reality to be, honey, because your focus is here toward what you say you want. Don't be stubborn and hold on to the version of you that does not serve you. And that's by JoJo. Don't be stubborn and hold on to a version of you that does not serve you. So if you say, I want this and I want to be here, but you're like, but JoJo, my current reality, stop fighting that because you're spending your energy in that. And I ain't saying you can't participate in it. I'm like, when it was hard for me, y'all know, shelter, feeding the kids, all the things. I understood that I had to live in that reality in order to make it through. My bigger vision never changed. JoJo, yes, today the lights may be off. Oh, but what I'm working forward to, I won't even have to know that a light bill came through. This, JoJo, you just going through this so that when it happens, so that when you get to here and another sister needs to know, how do I survive through that? How does my mental space take me through that? I'm learning that for her, so that she doesn't have to stay where I stayed at. She doesn't have to go through that. I can articulate it now, honey. In the beginning, I didn't understand it. In the beginning, it was like, this ain't real. I'm going through this, but this is not my end result. This is not who I'm meant to be. So if it's just your imagination, and I want you to enjoy that part, and even if what you're dreaming is outside the scope of your imagination this morning, don't be stubborn and hold on to the version of you that doesn't serve you. Some of us are stubbornly holding on, but JoJo, I'm broke. You understand? You're holding on to that, and you're never looking at the possibilities of what you could be. So I want you to be clear about what it is that you want. Decide that you will have it, experience it, and surrender to the idea that it will happen. So I was clear that I was not living paycheck to paycheck anymore. I decided that was going to be so. I then began to experience it, meaning I took the opportunity to look at my finances. Or if I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm taking that opportunity to experience it. I'm going to have millionaire friends. Or if I'm going to live in this type of neighborhood, honey, I'm going to go experience that neighborhood. I go shopping. Let me tell you, I go shop in their neighborhood. I shop it. I will drive 45 minutes out of my way to the grocery store of the neighborhood I want to live in. I will grocery shop there. I will go buy clothes there. I go to the bookstore there. I go there to work. I experience the environment in which I want to live. And then I surrender to the idea that it will happen. Like it ain't got no choice. It's going to happen. Absolutely, Joshua, one step at a time. Right, Miss Margaret. And the harder we fight the present, we're losing the vision of our future. That's why we need to write it down. Write it in that journal. Write it, and even if you don't have, like I have it here, over there, they're back here in all my notebooks. And even if you don't want to be over the top like me, honey, write it down. Even if you look at it every once in a while, your mind takes a picture of it and says, JoJo wants that, and it will set out to do that. But you got to be clear. Joshua, listen, I was the operations manager for food service inside the hospital. I was operations manager, HR, payroll. I did all the things. So I understand that. So stop fighting your present. Even if your vision of your future blows your mind away, write it down, honey. Be clear. Decide you will have it, experience, and surrender to the idea that it will happen. So Thursday's quote. Thursday was good. And we talked about the quote of the day. For most of history, Anonymous was a woman. And that's by Virginia Woolf. For most of history, Anonymous was a woman simply because, men didn't want to give us any recognition. So it was us. And I hope you guys brought some tea. You're hanging out with me on this Saturday morning. Yes, it was mine too, Joshua. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this wonderful Saturday morning as we do the Saturday edition weekend review. I greatly appreciate you. So the quote today, for the most of history, Anonymous was a woman, Virginia Woolf. And the thought of the day was greatness on display. And we said God stands for greatness on display. I don't remember where I got that from, but it is not mine. Greatness on display. And who are you going to be? So if we're made in the Creator's image, then I am His greatness on display. What am I displaying from the Creator today? In order to first understand that you have greatness to display, you got to first become aware of the stories that you're telling yourself. What stories are you telling yourself about what you can't do, where you can't go, why you shouldn't do this, why you're not worthy of that, why you can't think this? Like, why are you telling that story? Girl, the doctor put me on another medicine. What result are you getting from telling that story? Are you getting the sympathy, the empathy? Are you getting the attention? When you tell people that you're constantly broke, you don't have no money because you're a single mother with all these kids and you just can't make it, do they then feel sorry for you and give you money and you like telling that story, so you keep telling it because you like the result, or you like telling it because you want somebody to understand your pain? Why are you telling that story? Absolutely. Come on, Joshua. Me too. Empathy is an amazing thing. And people get empathy and sympathy mixed up. I teach a whole class on empathy for corporate America. And if you guys are interested, let me know, because I recorded it. If you guys are interested in empathy training, let me know. And then if you're interested in the Fearless Morning Show notebook, where it'll be the Fearless Morning Show, of course, but it'll be a space for you to write the quote of the day and the thought of the day, and a place for you to take the notes. If you're interested in that, let me know. So we have to first, before we can understand that we have greatness, figure out why we're holding on to that story. Okay? Before we can acknowledge our greatness, before we can know that it's ours or all the things, why are we telling that story? What are we getting from that? And so this is how you know you're addicted to your story. I can't, I shouldn't, I suck at, I wish, I won't, I don't have, one day I'm trying. We're not trying nothing. We doing over here. I used to listen to Steve Harvey on the way to work in the mornings when I worked in food service. I had to be there bright and early. And He said his wife told, he used to do his introduction of his show. He said, y'all, I'm just out here trying to do this radio show. I'm just out here trying. And he said his wife called him on that. And she said, you're not trying to do anything. That's what you're doing. You are doing the radio show. So we're going to remove the word trying out of the vocabulary. What are you doing? Put it in the affirmative. I will. I am. Some of us go straight to can't. We don't even try to can. We go straight to could not. We don't try to could. We're not acknowledging any of our greatness. So today I want you to put your greatness on display. Okay, I sure will, Joshua. I'll find it and post it. Greatness on display, and ask God, who are you going to be? What part of the Creator is on display today? Period. If the natural progression of man is to be great, and nature was put here to be abundant, what part of that are you displaying to the world today? So before you, and then square that up. Okay, that was a square up exercise too. Where is your greatness not on display? Mental, emotional, physical, financial, in all your ships, relation, family, honey, religion, career. Where is your greatness not on display? Why is it not on display? Flip it over. If your greatness is on display, what would it look like? You are an expert at so many things. It's unreal what we are experts at that we don't even think about because we do it. Is that greatness on display? I like that one. So on Friday, the quote of the day, see yourself as the creator of your own destiny, knowing that you have the power to shape your future and achieve your dreams. See yourself as the creator of your own destiny, knowing that you have the power to shape your future and achieve your dreams. Okay, Carrie, I got you. I got you, Carrie. See yourself, and Carrie, since you stepped up, I will send you pictures and you get to choose which one you want. How about that? And I've never done that before because y'all know I'm picky about my journals. So Carrie, I'll let you pick one. I'll send you 4 that you can pick from. See yourself as the creator of your own destiny, knowing that you have the power to shape your future and achieve your dreams. That was the quote of the day. And the thought of the day is standing still. And it was twofold because I wanted to do a standing still and trust the process. And standing still was just a dominant thought. So standing still. Why are we questioning ourselves when we're not moving? Why are we not further ahead? And listen, this is my concept. And y'all, I want y'all to give me a minute because I think this is really, really, I think I was genius to think of this yesterday in the middle of the morning show. Don't be like Michael. Y'all remember, well, what video was that Michael Jackson did? Y'all know he had the special shoes where he could lean. I don't want us to be like Michael Jackson without standing still, right? I don't want you to be standing in place and moving from side to side to side. And you assume you're moving somewhere because you're doing all the things, but you're not moving. You're still standing still. Don't do the Michael Jackson, honey. Thank you, Joshua. Don't do the Michael Jackson. Stop questioning why things are not moving, why you're not further ahead, why they're not growing. But Jojo, I'm moving, I'm doing. You ain't pick up that foot though. You ain't move. You didn't move. I'm just saying, Margaret, I am working on the Fearless Morning Show journal. So you will be the first one to know when it's finished. Thank you for asking. So don't be Michael Jackson today. Pick up your feet and move. You like, well, Joe, I'm working really hard and I'm doing this but are you really doing any forward movement? So what you got to do is trust the process. And sometimes we don't want to move because we don't trust ourselves to make the right decision. And today I'm going to give you just the freedom. I'm going to hold some space for you today. I'm going to give you the freedom to know that you make right decisions, that you can make the next right decision. That next move that you want to make, that you've been second guessing, you can make it. You can make it. Go ahead. It's okay. I wish somebody would have gave that to me, because there were plenty of times where I was scared to make the next right decision because I assumed my thought process wasn't good enough. Or somebody told me, "Judge, you're just so stupid. You made that dumb mistake." And your family will tell you that. And then you will stop trusting yourself. So now you're going to be Michael Jackson and you won't move anywhere because you're afraid that if you actually move, it's going to be the wrong thing. Boo. I'm holding space for you today. Trust yourself that you can make the next right decision. Absolutely, Margaret. Listen, please don't be Michael Jackson today. I need you to bust the whole move, honey, and keep it moving. And you will make the next right move for the next right thing today. Like, and take it back to Monday. Your confusion is your mental and emotional response to not saying what you truly want. That's why you're confused. That's why you feel like I just can't make a decision. What a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, because he's afraid to trust that he can make the next right decision. He doesn't trust himself. You can make the next right decision. It don't matter what Mama Nim said. Who know you better than you? And if you don't know you, honey, today introduce yourself to yourself. Today is your day. JoJo's going to hold all the space in the world for you today. I have energy to spend today. Y'all know we talk about that energy bucket. I got some energy to give out today. So I'm sending you your energy that you can make the next right step. That right step that, right before you go to sleep and right when you wake up, when you your truest self, when you be like, man, I need to go ahead and do this. That decision. Absolutely, Joshua. And we're unstable because we're confused, because we're afraid to say what we really want, because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. We don't want to be disrespectful to our parents. We don't want to think about the ramifications of, if I make this decision, how many lives will be impacted. And because and listen, square that up. If I make this decision today, how many lives will be impacted positively or negatively? And is it your responsibility to even think about that life? Like, who is it that is directly going to impact that you are seriously like, I don't want to cause it to them. I don't want to do that. Honey, what about you? You cannot serve. You cannot help when you're not clear about your vision, because it's outside of your scope of your imagination, because you're afraid to make that decision because somebody told you could not. Come on, the whole week. A to the man. So trust yourself in the decision making right now. Honey, Margaret, receive it all. Peace, blessings, and abundance, sister. Absolutely, Joshua. So trust your decision making process. Your words will reflect the energy you present. And that's JoJo's quote. Your words will reflect the energy you present. If I present, or if my energy is always tired, my words will be tired. I don't know why. I just can't go no more. Lord Jesus. I'm old. You don't understand. Honey, old is just as old as you want it to be. Young, listen, I will be 40. How old am I? 46? Listen, you can't tell me I'm not fixing to be 25. Honey, I done released those 32 pounds. You better watch out. Period. Your words reflect the energy you present. Absolutely, Joshua. So if you're presenting, or if your energy says you're old and that's all you want to talk about, then that's what you will be. If your energy presents, I'm broke. So think about that in terms of money. I don't like to say I'm spending money. I stopped saying that. I say I'm circulating money. I'm circulating money because when something is circulating, it comes back full circle to me. Come on, Joshua. Come on, 28. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, girl. So I say I'm circulating money. When I pay my bills, I say it is my pleasure to circulate money to the light, water, gas. It's my pleasure to do that. And as I circulate this money, because that's what I'm saying as I write it out, I'm circulating this money to do this. and it comes back to me because money will come where it's welcome. You don't go where you welcome. You don't go where you giving a side eye. So think about the words that are coming out of your mouth and the energy that you're giving it. Do you trust your faith? Do you trust your fear more than you trust your faith? June 29th is my birthday. I'm a Cancer. Do you trust your fear more than you trust your faith? And that is by JoJo. Meaning some of us, we trust our car will take us to Big Lots, McDonald's, to the car wash. Carrie, if you're at home, it's going to take you from one end of the strip by Walmart all the way past the mall going into Gastonia to Market Street Place. You know, where we eat at the Market Street Place. You trust that. You trust that from Crest High all the way down to Market Street in Gastonia, I'm going to get there on empty. That's where I'm going to be. Come on, Cancers. You trust your car that much to take you from there to there on empty. And you're proud. Girl, I know. Because this was me. I'm so proud. I know my car can, and listen, I was a perfectionist at this. I knew I could get from Raleigh to Durham on empty twice. If my gas light was on, I could go to Raleigh, Durham in afternoon and morning traffic and back before I had to put gas in the car. And I was proud of my limitations. I had more faith in that car getting me there on empty than I have faith in the Creator himself doing a thing for me. So do you trust your fear more than you trust your faith? I know this ain't going to work, and you begin to honor the limitations of all those things. You never once look at the possibilities of it. And if God is greatness on display, you never give the Creator a chance to put his greatness on display because your faith is in your fear and not in the Creator. And we're proud to honor our limitations. Girl, you can make $1 holler. You can pinch a penny, make a dime scream, make $1 out of 15 cents. Come on, Tupac. I'm just saying. And we're proud of our limitations. When are we going to be proud of our abundance? If you read the Bible, nowhere in there does it say that we're to have less than. Nowhere in there is it anything to the negative. It's always to the affirmative and the positive. Whatever religion you subscribe to, it's always to the positive, is it not? And if we are the Creator's greatness on display, how can we show that? And here's the hard part. We're more familiar with our fear because we don't know how to begin to trust our faith. And that's by JoJo. We're more familiar with our fear because we don't know how to begin to trust our faith. And that's by JoJo Waddell, honey. McDonald's, period. Absolutely, Carrie. It's supposed to run over. Isaiah 54 says, honey, your foundations are made of rubies. If you take the sides off your tent, I could enlarge it. There's not enough room for you to take what I have. There's just not enough room. But you chose to not focus on any of the positive. I don't even know if you even read the book right. Why are we focusing on that part? It talks about real estate. It says take possession. It says everywhere you place your feet is yours. It says command your morning. It says life and death are in your tongue. It says the renewing of your mind. It's giving you key things to do. And we ignore all of that and say, Lord, Jesus in the sweet by and by, he gave you dominion over this atmosphere. This one. And if you read the book correctly, it says he is the king. We live in the kingdom. We are citizens of the kingdom. I have certain rights as a king's kid. Do I not? It's the king. So when you look at it, it's the king and the queen's responsibility, like in England, to take care of the people, right? Same rules apply. Greatness on display. I'm his greatness. I was made in his image, so that makes me great as well. Okay. So now if I'm a kingdom citizen, there's certain things I don't have to worry about because the king takes care of them. He said, place your feet, it's yours. Take the sides off your tent, JoJo. Honey, your foundations of rubies are there. Go possess the land. Refresh your mind every day. He said, this is what I want you to go do to everything else I got. Come on, Miss Karen. And in there it said, and all these things shall be added. What do you assume all these things are? When are you going to get to that part? When are you going to get to that part? I don't want to be a sad, depressed version of the Creator. He didn't create me to be a sad, depressed version of him, because that was not him. Think about that. If you are adamant about I am made in the Creator's image, was the Creator sad, depressed? Was the Creator broke? Was the Creator, or did the Creator say that this is what you can have and this is what you can do? And we are his words here. And if we don't live up to his words and what he said that we could do here, then that means we are making his words null and void. That ain't how it works. But I don't know. Listen, please go research for yourself. This is JoJo's strictly opinion. This is what I know. We are more familiar with our fear because we don't know how to begin to trust our faith. Whatever your faith is, whatever your religion is, you don't know how to begin to trust your faith. And then if you're standing still, if you're doing the Michael Jackson move, you're not picking up your feet, honey. You're just standing there rolling. Look at the people who are standing there with you. Some people have stand still language. And that's not JoJo. Meaning they ain't going nowhere. And we are taking, and then I want you to think about this in terms of your friends, your family, your kids, niece, nephew, mama, sister, all the names. Be mindful of you talking standstill language to those around you. When your child or your family comes to you with a great idea and you knock it down, girl, you can't do that. Or if your child or a friend, I want to go running today, girl, you know you overweight, you can't do that. You know you got bad knees. You know you can't, and you begin to honor their limitations. You are taking away other people's power when you insist on honoring their limitations. And you are forcing them to honor your limitations. So you're taking away their power. You're saying you can't do this. Here's a limiting thought and belief. And as I'm giving you that, I want you to honor mine because I'm scared I'm going to give you mine because you can't have yours. I don't want you to moonwalk across out my life. Like I want you to stand still and have the same story. I want you to always say, girl, you know, I'm a single mother and I'm broken. I ain't got no money. I want you to always say that, girl, ain't nothing to do. I want you to always say, ain't no good men. I need you to always say that. And for me to ensure that you say that, I'm going to force you to honor my limitations. And I'm going to point yours out. Come on, Joshua. Joshua said that yesterday. Don't project it on me. Stand still language. And as much as we love our family, some of them are speaking a standstill language. Do not listen. Your mother loved you to your faith level. So did your daddy. It's time for you to love yourself to your faith level. Okay? It doesn't mean you don't honor them. It doesn't mean you don't love them. It doesn't mean you don't respect them. It simply means they've given you your foundation, and now you're going to grow upon that. Don't force your limiting beliefs onto someone else, onto your nieces, nephews, cousins, friends, girlfriend, best friend, co-workers, colleagues. Don't force what you cannot do onto somebody else who thinks they can. You're taking their power away. And then, so now the question becomes, why are you taking their power away? Because you assume you don't have any. Your words will reflect the energy you present. And we're trusting our fear more than we're trusting our faith. And it's simply because we're more familiar with our fear, because we don't know how to trust ourselves to make the next right decision. Today, I give you permission, honey, to move. I'm holding that space for you so that you can make the next right decision. Okay? I'm holding that space for you so that you don't have to do the standstill language. Over here, we talk a moving language on Team Abundance. There's two teams, Team Lack and Team Abundance. And over here on Team Abundance, we talk a moving language. That's what I want for you. Honey, speak it and talk it. And When the confusion hits you, because it will. So when you say out, Judge, okay, I think I want to do this, and you write it down and you start working towards that, your brain, which likes to keep you safe and it likes things to be in repetition and in order, will say, but Jojo, wait a minute. We don't know this, but we always did this for 20 years, and your brain will try to take you back to what you've always known. That's when you have to go back to the steps. You got to keep stirring it up, right? You got to be clear. You got to decide that you will have it. You got to experience it, surrender to it. You got to keep stirring it up. Keep thinking at it, keep looking, keep feeling, and keep knowing what it is that you know, that you understand that you want to be different. Because confusion will hit you. Confusion and chaos will hit you when you decide you want to be different. Because it will say, Jojo, we don't know any parts of this right here that you're talking about. All we've ever known is this. And that's how some people allow their dreams to die in on a deathbed, or when their illness has ridden their body that they can't do anything. And I wish, shoulda, coulda, woulda to death. Absolutely, Josh. We got to change our faith level. So on this lovely day, as we had the weekend review for the Fearless Morning Show, I hope this has helped somebody today, guys. Honey, do the square up exercise. And hopefully it will help you today. If nothing else, it will give you something to make you go, let me think about that thing. Listen, I don't know it all. I'm JoJo. And y'all realize I stopped saying just. You're not just anybody. That's who you are. I'm JoJo from North Carolina. Thank you, Miss Veronica. I'm JoJo from North Carolina. I worked at McDonald's from 14 to 22 with a whole two college degrees. My first two husbands wasn't nothing. Heartbroken, honey. And that everybody, I want you to understand. Have a good day, Carrie. Everybody is not here to help you. And it's not on purpose. But if they're not healed, they can't help and they will hurt. And I know what it's like to be broken. And honey, I went through that healing process so that I can help somebody else and I can't hurt you. I need you to validate everything that I'm saying, validate whoever you decide to work with to make sure that they have healed so that they can help and they do not hurt you. Now, my opinion is just my opinion, honey. Your opinion is yours. I just want to give you something to make you go, for you to say, you know what, that JoJo crazy. I am the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? So on this lovely day, I want y'all to be peaceful, period, because there's absolutely nothing after that. There's nothing after that. If you want to join the book club, and I think we're doing our first class tonight. It's going to be a couple of weeks where they're going to read book 1 and book 2, and we're doing chapters. And so we'll be discussing that. If you want me to come to your book club, that I would be more than happy. If y'all don't know, I also have a book club. It's called Sister Rise Book Club, but we read more of self-help mindset books there. Good morning, Miss Cream, honey. And what you will find, and I gotta go. Keep it. Margaret has decided that she's not gonna be Michael Jackson today. She's not gonna be standing in place, honey. I'm holding space for you today. But pay attention to those who say, I want to help people. I want to do this, and they don't stick with it. They've changed their mind or their language changed. Honey, are they crying with you? Are they sitting there having a pity party with you? Or are they saying like, and if you never heard the story about what I learned on the water in Puerto Rico, I'll tell that story another time. But can you see where they are here? They went to the final destination and they've left you clues and steps along the way so that you can arrive safely to the destination of being healed. I have been broken, honey, heartbroken, mind broken, and mentally, emotionally, financially. And honey, I went through the process of 17 long years. I ain't saying I know everything. I'm saying I've learned some things that will help keep you moving. So validate those people, honey. Validate JoJo. Has she healed enough so that she doesn't hurt anybody else in the process? Come on, Joshua. Because if they're not healed, whether they want to help you or not, they will hurt you. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yes, I have a Sister Rise book club. I have to find the link for it, Margaret. I will post it up. And you can join in for like a 3-month period, or you can just do 1 month. And I will tell you the book, and we would talk about the book and all of that good stuff. So if you're interested, let me know. So on this lovely day, I want you to bust a move. And thank you for joining me for the Fearless Morning Show weekend review. If you guys like the Saturday edition, honey, I bought my lime water, and I was ready for you guys today, honey. We did all the things. So don't forget, I'm doing the book club. I think it starts today. If you want information about that, I will give you that, because there's a number you have to text in order to sign up. Okay. I do have a few other things going on. A few speaking engagements for Mother's Day. There is the Team Abundance. If y'all don't know, there is the Team Abundance. Let me give you guys that link. Program that I am working in Team Abundance. We will be excellent. We will be proficient, and we will not quit. We're going to execute. We're going to play, and we're going to win. I do have a beta club coming up for that, where you can you sign up. It is an investment, but you will go through my program of the Team Abundance, and we will work together with that. Don't forget, the Sister Rise Retreat is coming up in October. It will be in person. And if you want more information about that, you can look at I have a Sister Rise group on Facebook, but it's private for the ladies that attended last year. So I will post that as well. But I hope you guys have the most amazing day. I hope this has helped somebody today. If it has, please let me know, so I know I'm not talking to myself. If it didn't help you, honey, please leave it for somebody else. If it did, take what you need. Know that your energy, and whatever you're giving your energy to, is what you will present today. Don't be with nobody with standstill language, and know that you are greatness on display. That's God. You're greatness on display today. Square it up. Stop fighting the present. Use your imagination, my friend. And don't let nobody tell you I told you so. And know that your fear, whatever you're afraid of, is exactly how you see yourself. So on this lovely day, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I hope you have the most amazing day ever. Thank you, Carrie. Carrie, how long are you going to be home? Because I think I'm coming that way. I would love to meet up with you. So I hope you guys have the most amazing day ever. I want y'all guys to be peaceful, period. And I will see you guys here bright and early on Monday morning, 7:30. We changed it to 7:30 because most people said 7:30 works best than 7:15. And also, you guys here, bring a friend, honey. Bring a co-worker, bring your best friend, bring a sister, bring someone who you know who needs to live past crazy. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you guys on Monday morning. Have a good one.